Hey, everybody. So starting a little early, streaming YouTube, Facebook, and my Twitch. Just me today. And before we get started, this month, May, is going to be insane. Let's see. I got to get through all that. Part of it, small part of it, is pages to mail out, which is why I got all these boxes. Be shipping out original artwork to various peoples. They try not to take on any new work, as it is. It's going to be insane month. Alison's not with me today. It'll just be me. What else did I want to mention up top? Yeah, just I'm going to try to stream 3 times a week for the whole month. As it gets towards the end, we'll see. But I got to get these 2 books done. So I got Hawk and the Orc issue 7 with Randy. We're going to be doing Heroes Con end of June. And then this, formerly known as The Chosen Few, is designated. Get done this month so it could crowdfund this summer through Apex Comics Group. I have much links down below if you're interested in tracking down any of that. Yeah, this is a hospital page. My best friend at the moment, my former ex, Lisa's in the hospital, so give her good vibes. She's had some issues recently and going for surgery tomorrow. I don't know. Soon, next week. I don't know. But I'll see her after the show. That is a lot of what I wanted to say up top, except subscribe, like, comment, and watch all my videos. Trying to get to 4,000 watched hours, if you didn't already know. And you can support us on Patreon. There's my Patreon. There's Alison's Patreon. The links below show PayPal if you just want to throw me a tip. Yeah, let's just get started. Do this little. Where are you? Little video clip. Boop. Hey, so this is what I'm working on today. Jumping around, but this is chapter 2, page 14 of the designated saga. So this is one of those talking pages, but there's a lot of cool pages with cool characters coming up, and I'll be getting to them at some point. How is everyone today? Hope you are all doing well. I'm just looking at this page for right now. I did also want to mention, so I took out all the retro pages, all but the very last page is inked, and also have the Gaz Gretzky drawing that I'll be inking And I have to touch base with Scotty Watson in regards to our pinup together. He's been going through some stuff himself, so I'll just want to give him a little time and see where he's at, and hope he's doing well. I mentioned it before. If he's not able to, for whatever reason, I'll get somebody else to do a pinup. I know plenty of pretty decent artists, so make that happen. Since that was a promise to those that pledged to my Kickstarter, everybody will be getting their copies first once all is said and done and finished. But yeah, I had a lot of the pages scanned, but I decided just to rescan everything and do it all at once. So I scanned a batch of them, maybe like 5 or 6. To start it off, and I'll finish the rest tonight. I spent a good while just making sure every page was erased and ready to be scanned. So everything looks good to go. And yeah, once I finish scanning it all, I'll have to drop it all in the Dropbox, and that would be for Alison. I touched base with her on the Wildcat story. She's doing gray tones and lettering, and she said she'll finish this week. And I told her I'm going to hold her to it. Because when she's done with that, then I'll make sure she gets on the retro pages. Lots of tiny figures on this page. But yeah, just get through this impossible month. It's really something I aim to prove to myself that I can do. I won't ever want to do this again, but I've been so jammed up in doing everything else, and also life has really not been working in my favor as far as leaving me alone. So now comes down to the line. Got to get those books done and out this month. And I'll be much happier for it. So what are you guys working on? Oh, good stuff. Yeah, so I'll mention there's only one interview set up for this month, and otherwise it's going to be me and Alison streaming and working on our own comics. So if you have any ideas for topics that you want us to cover, or just shoot the shit, as they say, that will be fine too. It's Redshift Comics. Hey, Todd. Good to see you, buddy. What are you up to today or this week? Are you crazy busy? So I mentioned to somebody, I won't say any names, but I asked somebody if they had any advice to getting this much work done. Because typically, I'm a page a day kind of inker. In a month, maximum, I'd be able to get 30 pages done. And I asked somebody, and their advice was to get help. And, you know, I have considered it. But really, I take offense. It's like, if I really push myself and really stay focused, I can get this done. And it won't look like shit. You know, I don't speed up to the point where I turn out horrible work. And Todd says, just hang out, my friend. Finally got an artist working on my pages. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing well. And that's excellent. You got an artist. Hope it's somebody really, really good. I look forward to seeing your book, man. And all the Genesis crew. I don't know if I should have shared it out after the fact, and I will at some point, but from the Genesis crew, Kami Mark was on here the other day. What was it? Friday's episode, talking about Krishna Kid and showing off artwork. That looks amazing. But yeah, so I'm not known for my speed. Heck, I'm not known for always making my deadlines, for that matter. I believe in quality over rushing anything. But I do want to get to a point where I'm doing better speed-wise and keeping the quality up. So we shall see. I'm trying to figure out. I don't think it really matters. Okay, is that? It's kind of. Yeah, it's kind of loose pencils a little bit. Trying to figure out where her hand was. Let's see. Sin Killer, otherwise known as Mara V. Hey, just came in to say hi. It's dinner time right now here, so the schedule makes me lose some shows. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Take care. Greetings, Todd. I love people that pop in, say hello. That's ultra cool. And yeah, I mean, typically right now is when I would have started the show. I've been going just a little bit, but yeah, I know it's not the prime time for a lot of people to watch the show, which is why more people watch it after the fact. And that's okay. I wish more people would leave comments below the video for those that are watching it after the fact, after it's live. Uh, but I assume they love everything I do and say. But yeah, man, I conquered this challenge, this month's challenge, and then next month is prep whatever I got to prep for the convention and focus on retro. And by the end of June, I should be able to say without a doubt when I'll officially be done with retro. Trust me, if it didn't get so crazy nuts this past 6 months, I would have been done with it. But yeah, everything had a different plan for me. So it goes. Oh, and some cool news. I wasn't even expecting it this soon, but I saw the last episodes of the very last season of Ozark jumped onto Netflix just as I was looking for something to watch for a little bit. And I was like, okay, I gotta watch this. And I liked it. I liked how they rounded out the series. And it's an excellent show from beginning to end. So totally worth the wait. Because they broke up the last season into 2 parts. And it seems like some more people are doing that instead of dropping every episode. And depending on how Lisa's doing and when she gets out and when she's feeling good, I promised, one of the rare times I plan to go to the theater, I would dying to go see the Doctor Strange movie. Sam Raimi, Doctor Strange, Wanda, and whoever else is going to be in it. That's going to be crazy. It looks so good. Kang. Is that character supposed to be Kang? I don't read Marvel or DC nowadays. All about independent comics. But I'll watch any TV show or any movie or most, not all. I was disappointed by the second Venom movie. Thought the first one was really fun. The second one, I don't know. I enjoyed it while I was watching it, but it was like, I could have missed this. And even though I love Jared Leto, I'm deciding to skip his movie. What's it called? Morbius. For a second, I thought it might be worth it, but reviews have been bad. And so it goes. Oh, I saw news about what was it? Frank Miller starting his own publishing company, head by Dan DiDio. Don't know what it's called. I missed that tidbit, but that should be interesting. It spoke of more Sin City and more Ronin. I never expected to see more Ronin, but I freaking love that book. If you haven't read it, give it a read. It's a good book. And other than Frank Miller, I'm not sure if they're going to get other creators in the mix. I didn't get any calls, but hey, Landon. Hey, Peter. Did you see Jeff Levy started doing streams again? He did a couple. Is he doing them every day now, or I saw he did 2 or 3. But he hasn't messaged me yet. So it's not official until he messages me. All right, what is that? Is it an arm? It looks like a book. How are you doing, Landon? What was that? Sound like one of my cats meowing. A couple are inside, more are outside. Oh, every Thursday. Cool. So he's keeping it to a limited schedule. Did you watch his streams? Do you know if he's working on? I think he's working on the second issue of his book, Berserk or Not. Berserk or Not. Do 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 do. Berserk or Not. Do 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 do. All right. Lennon says, got some teeth problems, gonna need some root canal, most likely. That's never fun, man. Happens to the best of us. I hear some kids outside. I got my bathroom window open so that cats can hang out there. It means more noise gets in here. It's another what? Let's see. Oh, it's 77 degrees here now, so it's another warm. I think it's warm from now on. And he says, I haven't seen Jeff work on a particular project yet. Here's my Berserkernaut video. If you caught the beginning of this video, I don't have time for anything. I gotta get a ton of work done this month. I got a convention next month. Pretty much, focused on retro next month. I can guarantee I'm not catching much. I'm limiting it to mostly movies and TV shows. Until I can relax. I got too much work. And, part of me wishes I could take on some work because I need the money, but I'm trying to power through this month with what I got. There will be a piece I can't show off yet, a cover I inked. I'm not sure where I'll be doing it, but there's a cover I inked over somebody I inked previously that I'll be selling, and I'm hoping that will cover my expenses for this month because I hope to get some decent money out of it. And by decent, I mean a couple hundred. We shall see. But I can't show it off until it's colored, unfortunately. So that won't happen until the colors come in. When you get time, then it's all good. Yeah, it's trust me. I gotta be like totally on top of myself and disciplined and just focused on work and making progress. It'll be a miracle if this month goes as I want it to. And a lot of other people will be happy too. I'm not so much concerned like if I don't make the deadline about the people's opinions of me, of people not hiring me or anything, because I do want to shift my focus onto working on my own projects and making more of my own money that way. But it's something I want to really just prove to myself that I can do it. Because if I could do this, then once I'm knee deep in not only retro, but my other books I got planned, then I'll be able to pull off miracles for myself. If I could do that, then my career will be excellent. So, if you haven't already heard the news, in the comic industry, Neil Adams passed away, and that's a big loss. The guy was all about creator rights. He was an amazing artist. He brought realism to comics. Did so many fantastic works. I'll always say my favorite Neil Adams. Although he did some amazing like issues of Avengers before issue 100, like 97, somewhere around there. I remember one with the Vision. Or is it sort of a circular look at the Vision? I don't know. From the Ant-Man's point of view, I forget exactly. But my single fantastic book by Neil Adams has got to be Muhammad Ali versus Superman. Not only because it's giant and you get to really look at Neil's work and really get into it. But mostly, yeah, I mean, it was just fantastically drawn, and you know, obviously he took his time. The cover itself must have took a couple of weeks with actual people, so many actual people on the cover. I was very sad when I heard of Neil Adams passing. Yeah, man, you know, none of us get out of here alive, but he's a great guy. I saw him at so many conventions. I never actually went up to him and said hello. I'm not sad that I didn't. You know, I knew he was fantastic. I don't need, you know, anything. I don't need to meet everybody. I didn't meet Jack Kirby. I never even had a chance. I don't think he was at any con I was ever at. And you know, I've seen Stan at cons, but never actually went up to him and said hello. You know, to me, it's like to see you in person is enough. You know, I don't actually have to interact with everybody. that's my loner side. It's like I'm just happy to be here. But yeah, it's a big loss in the comic industry. I saw the post, I guess, on his Facebook, where it talked about, you know, there'll be a memorial and news here upcoming, you know, for right now, you know. We appreciate all your condolences and all that. But didn't mention the Krusty Bunkers. And I think they have a Facebook page, which is Neil's old like inking troop. I remember from back in the day, all of them would get together and finish books. And even though I wasn't part of a troupe, but my time at Marvel was all about finishing books instead of taking go to press. Well, helping them finish books, inking random pages. Back in the 90s. But yes, like I'll be here for a little while, a little over an hour, and maybe I'll shoot for 2. Depends how I feel. If my cats leave me on, if I'm uninterrupted by outside forces. But after which I'll be going to hospital, visiting on Lisa, see how she's doing. I gotta drop a few things off at her house, so I'll go say hi to her cats. I was looking in on them, but one of her other friends decided to take it upon herself to clean Lisa's house when she was away, which is really nice of her. So maybe she'll be there when I show up. I will say, so shortly, I'm not doing anything for it, but my art rep, Phil Russert, is coming out with the 3rd issue of his book Tragedy this month. Forgive me, I forget the exact date. It may be tomorrow. Not 100% sure. And also, I believe Bill Tucci's Sakura or something of the sort. His new book is also early May. I'm also looking forward to cat hair, or my hair, my non-existent hair. I'm also looking forward to Reaper Destroyer, Joe Sontag, and Sean. Geez, I forget how to pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try. Type 1 is Sean's book. I believe those both launch this month in May. Well, I know for a fact that Joe's is 14th. So I think it's Tragedy, Billy Tucci, She, then John Sontag's Reaper Destroyer, and then Sean's book. If I get my facts right. I don't always get my facts right. But those are 4 books. Well, honestly, like Billy always does great works, but I'm picky. Like, I like stuff that's inked. Not everything Billy produces is inked. call it a pet peeve of mine. I would still feel the way if I wasn't an inker. But I guess even more so that I am an inker. I expect people to have just be as opinionated with my book. Like, I never intended to have an artist on the first issue and then with the second issue already have a new artist on it. And I don't blame people if they look at that and go, that's not consistent at all. I don't want that. It will be me on Art Chores with issue 2 on. And so the quality of art from issue 1 to issue 2 might go down. Depends how you look at it. Hopefully you'll like what I do when I get to it. I do plan to take some quality time and draw like a madman once I finish a lot of my inking gigs. Above and beyond this month, which is Designated and Hawk of New York, issue 7. I got Alien Arena. I'll be doing a short story for. I got Retro Jrjr. I'll be doing a story for that. By story, I mean writing, penciling, inking. Both of those. I'll be finishing, after all these years, me and Aletha Martinez, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but I call it Doll. It's an anime comic that I'm inking over Aletha. It's her creation, her writing. It's an amazing looking book. Landon has a question. Let's see. What is it about inking that made you fall in love with it? I just love it. I mean, you talk to even the casual inker, and they talk about how, how like it's easier for some than others, but like some people describe it as like an easy thing to do, and they can get lost in it, and it's relaxing. For me, it's all of those things, but for me, it's also, because I've been inking so long, and yet still finding ways to do it better. Simple line work can be done literally like a million different ways for better and better results. So for me, it's all about improving upon a skill, and I always want to get better and better, and I definitely worked on more of a diverse group of artists in the last year than I have in a long while, and definitely been challenged artistically to do better work because I've been working on better artists. Yeah, I really, I knew initially in the beginning it would be my way in. I didn't even think about step 2. but I'm stuck on step one. It's like I love inking. You know, my whole future small publishing company that Retro will be a part of is about getting a chance to ink over other people. You know, because I will ink everything I publish, which is my main thought. Not that I won't have inkers in the mix, other inkers, but you know, mostly hired for me to ink them. But I love it. I just love it. And I won't say I'm a top tier inker. You know, I mean, it's all opinion. Whatever you think is whatever you think. But you know, for me myself, it's like, and I never put myself down, but you know, I know there are pretty phenomenal inkers out there. But I'm happy where my skill is. There's also, I don't know if you can hear it right now. There's somebody mowing their lawn. And like I mentioned before, I have my window open. It's probably not too loud. The thing about inking is you could really get lost in the details of it all. You know, I remember before I was, you know, any good, I was filling in a lot of blanks for other inkers. Eventually, I worked my way up to inking backgrounds. I inked some elaborate backgrounds that, you know, I never got credit for. Didn't matter. But like some heavy cities, heavy machinery scenes, and you know, and just get lost in making every little detail sharp and coherent and make sense. Have I ever tried painting? Yes. You know, um, I don't think there, you know, it's like anybody in comics hasn't painted to some extent or another. You know, I would say I've dabbled. It's not a ton of work I've done. Um, and really, since I made this a career, I've only like, you know, like done watercolor sketch cards. I may have done one thing with acrylics. Um, and I always thought, you know, the day I retire from comics is the day I take up painting. But lately I've been thinking I might paint the retro covers. I'm not 100% sold on the idea, but I am a big Nexus fan, and that's been an influence on my work, whether you see it or not. So only time will tell. I'll know more when I get there. Obviously the first cover, the first issue is penciled by Rich Fisher, the artist of the book, and my inks. The second issue will probably be drawn, but maybe by issue 3 or 4, I'll be doing. I'm not interested in oils, but acrylics I've messed with a little bit, mostly when I was in school, and I just love working with them. And also watercolors. So, but I don't think watercolors are suited for the kind of look I want it to be. So if I do go that way, then we'll see. It'd be interesting. It would be interesting. Why aren't you interested in oils? Because I don't have patience. Not only are oils more toxic, but take way too long to dry. I mean, being an inker, it's like I already have to wait for regular black ink to dry, and that doesn't take long at all. I know I just wouldn't have patience for something that took longer to dry. And I am super neat as far as my studio goes, as far as I want to keep things as neat as possible. Somehow I just envision if I use oils, things would get way out of hand. I'm wondering where my cats are. Nobody's giving me hassles. It's like paradise. So, since we're coming up on almost an hour, I am still working, but I figured I'd show this banner. If you're watching on my YouTube, or if you're not, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like this video, comment below the video, especially if you're watching this later, and watch as many of my videos as possible. Trying to get past 4,000 watched hours. I'm not even half that. I'm like 1,500. I don't know. I forget exactly what it is at the moment. But please, yeah, share my videos out, and also support us. Usually, Alison is with me, my famous co-host. We both have our own Patreon pages. You can pledge to every month, or if you just want to throw me a one-time donation, I do have a paypal.me link below the video, along with all my other links. If you're a fellow comic maker, join my Facebook group, creator-owned comics group, and you can share your work out there. And I promise eventually that will be, I'll be doing a lot more there. It's just my schedule has been really insane of late, especially the last 6 months. I look forward to vacation. If this month goes well, I'll probably take the first week of June off just to catch up on sleep, gather my wits. I got Heroes Con the end of June to prep for. I won't have too much for it. Mostly we want to have issue 7 of Hawk in New York done. It's me and Randall Bishop, or Randy, as I like to call him. And he's a great guy. You should check out his book. Time Bound Comics, I believe, is his company name. You can buy past issues. And really looking forward to Heroes. I've never been there. Always heard great things. I have a lot of friends that go to that one that I've never met. So always, with me, it's always about seeing fellow people in the industry at conventions, as well as seeing fans. And yeah, if you're going, definitely let me know, and we can meet up, if only for a short conversation. I'll probably be doing dinner with some people. I don't know, the typical convention stuff. But yeah, all month we're going to be working on the comics here. I'm sure Alison will be here Wednesday. Typically we start at 4. It all depends. Yeah. Oh, something else I'm looking forward to. Does anybody watching here know any information about, I think Jrjr, who did, Namor back in the day, did a bunch of stuff over at Image Comics, did the Gunslinger with Marvel Comics. His best work was that freaking Inhumans miniseries that they collected. I really loved it. I think he's got a new creator-owned book that I'm really looking forward to. If anybody has information about that. I know another favorite artist of mine that had a book out, did a bunch of issues, and then disappeared or I'm not sure what he was doing for a long time, but Dale Keown is back, and Pitt will be coming back. I'm so excited about that. It's actually like there's a writer attached to it now. Like, not sure if he's going to co-write or whatever. I would have loved for him to do the writing as well, but I'll take Pitt in any form. I love that book. Dale. Dale's still as amazing as ever with his work. What else? Oh, I think I heard or read or something that John Romita Jr. is doing Spider-Man again. Is that correct? Come on, somebody Google that for me. I can't really do much above streaming. My crappy internet and crappy computer. You know, if I make any decent money this year, I'm gonna get. I need to get a new computer. I'm working off of Windows 10 because it can't handle 11. That's just sad. What kind of creator am I? I should be ashamed. You know, I've always been a PC guy. I've used a Mac, only out of necessity. Like back when I was working with Dave Ryan on what is it? The War of the Independence. Was using his Mac, and it's more confusing. It was more confusing than anything else. Things work differently on the different systems. You know, I could have learned everything, but I like PC much better. You know, they talk. The big talk was always, oh well, you know, you don't get spam on Macs. Of course, that's not 100% true at this point. And really, I forget the last time I got true spam on my computer. So there's that. Oh, EJB coming up with the info. Yes. Jrjr is working on Spider-Man again. Oh, awesome. His art rep was showing a cover on a stream I was watching. Yeah, I freaking love John Romita Jr. You know, I know some people aren't like in love with his work, but I always love seeing new Jrjr. I love the quirky nature to his work and the bulkiness of it and the power of it. And you know, I've tried inking over his pencils, like back in the day when I was still mediocre inker. But I found some. What was the title of it, that big Daredevil book with Frank Miller? I'm blanking, but I found some pencils to that and tried to ink them, and I was like, "Meh." In theory, I know I could do better, but it will take me a while to get there. But I'm happy to hear he's getting back on Spider-Man again. I almost picked up his Superman run, but I think maybe I'll just find a trade one day. Um, do you happen to know who the writer is going to be? That will be dependent on whether I actually read the book. Which I would hate to pick up a book and not read it, but I read a lot of, not all, but when Michael Straczynski, however you pronounce it, was writing Amazing Spider-Man, and John Romita Jr. was penciling that. That was good stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Looks like this guy's got a hairy chest. Is that? That's what implied here. Could very well be. Oh, Zeb Wells. Yeah, I think I did read that. Not sure if I read him, but I'm interested. I'm interested. At least potentially it's somebody who I'll read, so that's good. And Landon says, "Take it easy, Pete. Take it easy, Landon. I assume you're heading out." Um, huh. I tried opening my webcam program. That usually takes a year and a day, but sticking my hand in front of the camera seems to have calmed down the focus part. I hate when it goes beep, 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 zooms in and zooms out. I'll still try to open my webcam program. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. If you haven't seen, um, not that I remember who it is, but um, just to give a little plug to what my brother and Amanda are doing. I'm sure it's on their website, like information regarding. Um, but Jimmy and Amanda are doing some online content that you can subscribe to. So basically, an ongoing comic, I believe. Like it's called Boom Pow or something to that effect. You can go check it out. And yes, if you're watching this and you don't already know, Jimmy Palmiotti is my brother. That makes Amanda Connor my sister-in-law. And my great uncle Peter the Great. No, that's not true. EGB. Because you think Keon will ink the new Pit series? All his recent art I've seen has either been lush pencil or gray tone markers. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might take on an inker. What platform is the digital book on? It's a new platform, which is why I'm not recalling the name offhand. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but it's some new. It's not Facebook. It's not Instagram. It's a specific place where I don't know, like comics are made along the lines of webtoons, but it's not webtoons. It's somewhere else. Anyway, it sounds like the difference between webtoons and Patreon or something to that effect, where you could subscribe to different comics and support the creators or something like that. But I believe Amanda is doing the book, doing the art of the book, so it'd be worth it. And the good news, possibly, nothing set in stone, but potentially Amanda will be doing a cover for the graphic novel I'm working on, which it's about time. I sure hope that works out. So yeah, man, this month is going to kill me in a good way, and I'll be crushing new achievements left and right if I accomplish this. But yeah, if anybody wants to look up what platform, go to Paperfilm. I think it's paperfilms.com, if I'm not mistaken. That's Jimmy and Amanda's and a bunch of other people's company, and they share everything, all the latest information there. And I believe you could sign up for their newsletter for new information coming at you. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I actually haven't even looked at the website yet. Like I mentioned, and I'm probably going to mention all month, I need to stay on my path. And so for the time being, I can't care about anything comic-wise outside of what I got to accomplish. because nothing is more important than coming through on the projects I'm working on. But I'm always ready to support others and share out the information that I do know. Oh, noisy car. I don't know if you heard that, but it wasn't too bad. Yes, focus is key. Tell me about it, man. All right. I would definitely say what I've been accomplishing is a level higher than where I've lately been at. Lately being the last couple of years, and definitely like the last 6 months of what I've been working on is sort of a level up. And yeah, if I can't keep focused, then it all goes to hell. It's not worth it. I make my career if I accomplish this and what follows. So who's watching? I do watch stuff. That's really my only entertainment for the time being. I'm watching a bunch of stuff, and it's like sometimes it's 50 minutes, sometimes I'll watch a whole episode, but it's in between everything else. But yeah, I'm watching Just Call Saul, which is final season to that. Watching Moon Knight. That's the first season of that, but it's pretty amazing. I'm really liking it so far. But I think there's one episode left. What About Saul it took a little bit to get into, the first season, second season. But I got better and better. And I tell you, it's making me want to watch Breaking Bad again. Which I might have to rewatch that show after Just Call Saul is done. I don't know why, but I was sort of post where Gary Edmond, Gary Odd Edmond, as he's known in some circles, was in the hospital. He seemed to be in good spirits. I'm not sure why he's there, but I hope he's doing well. And send out positive vibes to him as well. There's too many people having serious health stuffs going on. And the sad fact is, the older you get, the more people you know that are going through stuff. I could say, at this point in time, maybe not at the end of this month, but at this point in time, I'm in pretty good shape, other than being a little overweight. Other than not sleeping well sometimes, doing pretty good. I'm mostly not sleeping well because I get too much going on work-wise. So once I'm done with this month, like I said, take a break, much needed break. I gotta go swimming for a week. It's been too long since I've been in the water. Honestly, won't care what the weather is like. But by then it'll be June. The weather will be even warmer. Here it is, May 2nd, and we're in the 70s, just touching the 80s. It might be a crazy hot summer. We shall see. So, if you didn't know, let's see, Nita Lanning was on, and she's the head of the Raging 2 network. You should check out her conversation with us, but also definitely check out recent conversation. Don't jinx it. Yeah, we're gonna get snow next month. Who knows? Clayton Barton was on our channel last week. He's a great guy, freaking talented. We had a conversation with him. So if you haven't listened to that, give it a listen, give it a watch, give it a like, share it with your friends if you dig it. If you don't dig it, then you should definitely share it with your enemies or something. Yeah, the weather has been good. What was it? Over the weekend, even though like I have all this impending work and whatnot, I did sort of take a small break this past weekend. Just to clear my head and spend a little time with the cats. Something I haven't been doing as much because I'm working too much. But my cats are doing great, and mention like most of them are outside right now. Why is that coming out loppy? Yeah. Definitely, everybody's who's here, whether you commented or not, I definitely appreciate you dropping by and hanging out. Um, I love hearing those who comment in the chat, whether they just say hello or ask a question. Definitely appreciate each and every one. Yeah, it's a good show. It's something I saw a while back. Looked interesting. It's a show called Devs. Was it Nick Olderman is probably the only actor you know from it, maybe. Devs is like, um, is it digital research or no, like development, like when they're trying to create new programs or better programs. It is really good. It's strange at times, very strange at times, but definitely well done. Uh, Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, again. Um, you probably can't hear, but it sounded like something went down outside. So I popped my head out. And it looks like everything's okay. But it's got me concerned. One of my neighbors yelling at his girlfriend. It might be animal related, so I might want to go check on my cats. So yeah, I've been going an hour and a half. So I think that's pretty good for today. I would like to do consistently longer than an hour this month for our streams. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks again for everybody who watched and gave me a like and subscribed and check out my shows. I definitely appreciate it. Be here Wednesday, same time, same channel. Hope to see you again here. And see if I'm working on this page, or maybe I'll get this done by then. Before then, I definitely it's like I've worked on a lot of different pages of late. So I need to get a batch of them done so I can scan them and get them to the Dropbox. And here's Greg. Hey, buddy. You working hard? Yeah, I'm just telling everybody I'm heading out. No problem. You're never too late. You can always go back to the beginning and watch and be right on time. But yeah, this has been me working on Designated. So this is technically chapter 2, page 14. Like I said, jumping around. I'm in no certain order. Doesn't matter. I'm getting this book done. Well, this graphic novel done this month. So thanks again. Take it easy. Have a great day, night, evening, whatever. Keep making comics. Keep making art.